Hi, I'm Brenda Henderson. Thanks so much for joining me here at Petals from the Basket and our YouTube channel. I want to share with you just a couple ideas for gift giving today. Several of you are following along on our 30 Days of Gratitude, and so you're not only knowing that you should be thankful, you're taking time to express that gratitude to the recipient of your thankfulness. And so I'm thankful for that and glad that you've chosen to join us. Some of you have sent us emails or text messages letting us know what you're doing, and we love reading those and hearing from you. One of the things I want to share with you today about gift giving is number one, keep it simple. So often we think that we have to be elaborate or have the most exquisite idea that is Pinterest worthy or worthy of the jealousy of our friends. And we need to just stop and remember that it's not about us. Gift giving is about the recipient. If the child wants a coloring book, give the child a coloring book as part of your gift or as your gift. But along with that, maybe say, here's what I'd like to do. I'm not only giving you the coloring book that you've been looking for or wanting for Christmas or birthday, whatever the occasion, but I'm going to sit down with you on Saturday morning, and for 20 minutes, you and I are going to color, and then we're just going to have a cup of hot chocolate together. I know that sounds kind of hokey to some of you, but to others you may say, you know what, I hadn't thought about that. The child is not going to remember that he or she got the 128 crayon box from Crayola, although those are great, but he or she will remember that you spent time together. And so that's important, which leads me to number two. I learned this from a family member who does this in their family now and shared with me that they often say, would you like to receive an experience or an item this year for Christmas? And by that, it's, maybe they've been wanting a new winter coat, or they've been saving up for a new instrument or a new book or something that they've been longing to have. That's an item. But when you give them an experience, it's something that they can hold on to, remember, and perhaps to make it even better, they can do it with you. For example, this year Joe and I are going to a performance of The Messiah. Yes, those tickets cost money. They're not free. Experiences aren't always free, but they can be. That's the wonderful thing. And the experience is something I will remember much longer than just getting a CD of The Messiah to play on my CD player or having a download given to me. I would enjoy those as well, but what I will enjoy even more is that evening that we spend together and then come home and talk about the blessings of hearing the Messiah sung. So I would encourage you this year to give an experience. One thing that we are gift giving this year is a cooking class, and we're all going to take it together with the recipients that we've chosen for this gift. And so it'll be something that we can talk about while we're together, we can enjoy, we can reminisce, and we can long remember the fun times that we had, hopefully not burning the place down, but learning to cook together and mostly just spending time together. So I would encourage you to do that. Keep it simple. Offer an experience or an item, or maybe you don't even want to give that option. Maybe you just want to say, this year we're going to give an experience. And then number three, help your recipients to think outside the box of receiving. Another family member just shared with me something that their friend is doing, and we're hoping to do this as well. Give a set amount of money. This family gave $50 to each child or grandchild. I think that's a lot of money to give away for what this occasion is. Let me tell you about it. So we're going to give less than that. Excuse me. But with this idea, with this gift, on Thanksgiving, you give a set amount of money, and I'm going to make up $10. And let's say you give away $10 to each person, each family member, And then between Thanksgiving and Christmas, they are to use that money to help someone else. At Christmas time, then they get the joy of sharing what they did with their money. We don't give to boast about it. We don't give to tell other people about it. But it kind of gives an accountability system for that, and it also allows them to say, you know what, this was a really great lesson. This is something I learned. Now, obviously, you're going to want to have other gifts if possible, if you can afford that, or if your finances permit that at this point in time. You may want to have other gifts, obviously, for them to open under the tree. Or under the tree for them to open. They're not going to open them under the tree because that could be awkward. But you understand what I'm saying. It's the grammar person in me coming out. But what I want you to think about is just teaching maybe the children in your home, or grandchildren, or nieces and nephews, or maybe your Sunday school class, if you're a Sunday school teacher, or the children that you nanny for. Maybe you want to just help them to learn the joy of giving. And so they do this once, and then you say, now from here on out, you do this on your own. You don't share with anybody. That God knows, and the person knows. And so God will reward that, and He will honor you for that. Keep it simple. Choose an experience that they will long remember. And then if possible, do number 3 as well. And teach the joy of giving by setting aside a certain amount of money, and then encouraging them to go and share that with others. I hope this will help you with just a few little gift ideas, not only in the month of November, when we're reaching out and saying thank you to people, but also throughout the year, so that it's something that you can do when you give anytime. With that in mind, I've been reading through the Old Testament and the New Testament. I'm doing a speaking engagement in January, and for part of that, my goal is to read the entire Bible this month and next month. I'm looking for certain things that I'm going to share, and I want it to just be a unique experience for me and for the ladies. So I'm reading literally the entire Bible in that time. Not saying that to boast, but that's kind of where I'm doing my research. But one of the things that I read recently and then looked up again today is the fact that when Mary gave birth to Christ, Scripture says Mary treasured all these things, pondering them in her heart. It wasn't about the gifts that people brought. It wasn't about the stuff. It wasn't about the things. In fact, for Mary, it wasn't even about the lack of things. It was about all that was going on around her, and she was soaking it in and treasuring it and remembering it. Stuff fades away. Stuff is important sometimes. We have to have stuff, but we don't have to have our emphasis on the stuff. So I'd like to encourage you and leave you with that today. Focus on what matters by keeping it simple, offering an experience that a person can long remember and that you can do together. And then number 3, teach others about the joy of giving. Have a great day. We do appreciate you. If you get a chance and you want to, feel free to click the little picture of Joe and me that'll come up there in just a moment. And that way you can subscribe to the channel, then click the little bell that'll be beside it. That way you can ring the bell and get notified whenever we put one of these videos up. Hope this is a help to you, an enjoyment to you, a blessing to you. I've got some sausage and some beef cooking on the stove. Got some guests coming this weekend, so I'm getting things ready. So I need to skedaddle, but you have a great day. We appreciate you.